Alrighty then. Hey, this is Wentus yet again. I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play of Pikmin 2. Last time we went to the perplexing pool for the first time and got yellow Pikmin with us. And this time we entered the Citadel of Spiders, which actually last episode we technically did that at the last possible second. So this time we're actually going to be exploring that place. Now there are more skitter leaves on the ground here. They're worth an extremely minimal amount. I'm just clearing them out mostly because they are actually a bit of an annoyance. They will like shake off your Pikmin. I'm getting better at landing that perfect shot now. Let's go ahead and get some white Pikmin onto that. Also this. I'm always watching these break because there's actually a good reason for it. I'm waiting for something specifically, and I'll have a story to tell when that happens, but either way, that's all of our Pikmin being flowers. It looks like we have less than 100 for some reason. Also, the ghosts are just now rising out of those things. That's kind of weird. Oop, and we have flying sheer grubs, or winged sheer grubs, technically. I believe they're called sheer wigs. That's what they're called, technically. I always just call them flying sheer grubs, but they are sheer wigs to be exact. And oop, more of them. Oh, no, you let go of my Pikmin. Shearwings were also in Pikmin 1, but they were a lot deadlier there, just like the male sheargrubs were. Let's go ahead and get that skitter leaf cleared out. And here we have our next treasure. Let's go ahead and get all you Pikmins on it. May as well have them carry back these little guys as well. Let's get one on that. Yeah, it's good to have yellow Pikmin with us. We almost have a complete set of Pikmin now. Now, using the treasure gauge, I think that should be our only treasure for this floor. This is going to be a relatively simple dungeon. But let's go ahead and look around just in case, like scan around really. Looks like nothing, maybe? Nope, nothing. Looks like that is going to be our only treasure. Let's see how many those guys are worth. One whole Poco. Yeah, this treasure is going to be heading back, and we may as well start heading towards the exit. Now let's see what this one's called. Only worth 40. Love Nugget. Yes, the Love Nugget. I love that name. And yeah, it looks like our treasure gauge is done. So let's go ahead and head down to the next level. So yes, let's delve deeper. Also, I noticed something. Whenever like one of the captains gets covered up, I noticed we get to see like a red or blue outline of them. I don't think that was in the original Pikmin 2. There are just little details in this that I think were changed that are nice. That are actually making me kind of prefer this version. And honestly, I only picked up this version so that I could record it in better quality, but I don't know. This is pretty nice. And of course, the music. I keep on noticing the music seems different. Ooh, but you notice that we got plenty of enemies over there and a lot of fire. So, let's start off by clearing this thing out of our way. It looks like there isn't a treasure behind it. It's hard to say, though. Well, it's not hard to say. We definitely know there isn't a treasure because our treasure gauge isn't reacting. Wait, what's the point of this thing, then? There's nothing there! Okay. Let's go ahead and get our red Pikmin clearing that out of our way. Is there anything over here at all? Our treasure gauge is mildly reacting, but I don't think it would be reacting more if they were right here. Oh, jeez! Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Okay, it was just an egg falling from the sky. Yes. Get used to that. I honestly had forgotten. Things fall from the sky in caves, or from the ceiling, rather, in caves every once in a while. Now, that Wollywog hasn't noticed those Pikmin. Wollywog will probably notice if yeah, he's definitely turned this way. If I put them on that, he's probably going to jump for him. Get back, get back! Ooh! Ooh. That's close. Let's get this Wollywog taken care of. Get out there! Okay, sorry I'm being really silent when fighting Wollywogs, but Wollywogs terrify me. Just because they are very capable of just causing havoc. Now, oh, there's definitely a treasure buried there. Let's see what it is. It appears to be a rubber ducky. I have kind of a bad opinion. Oh, another egg just fell there. I have kind of a bad opinion toward rubber ducks right now because I play a lot of Team Fortress 2 and the end of the line update just hit. Like, it was one of the most hyped updates ever for TF2. Like, everyone was super excited for it, all the announcements for it. There's a new map going to be coming out. Everyone was really excited. Turns out they added very little to the game. One reskinned weapon, about 5 or 6 cosmetics, a new taunt, and they put rubber ducks everywhere. So yeah, rubber ducks kind of rub me the wrong way now. So it's just a rubber duck head. That's interesting. Paradoxical Enigma. Not sure why it's called that. I recall there's something definitely there worth noting. Also, you may notice these enemies, these spiders here, they don't fight back. They actually run away, and we actually... Oh. You can... Oh, they changed that. I remember in the original Pikmin 2, these enemies, you couldn't hit them if you threw at their feet. It would just kind of glance off them. You'd have to land directly on their bodies. But I guess they changed that. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and get some guys onto this Wollywog. Get more. That should handle it. You should be in a safe position. Yeah, they're all safe. And that had a treasure in it. And something to note about these new enemies. Look. They will actually steal bodies and treasures and pretend to be them. And if we get near them, they'll run away. Just kind of a neat little thing. These aren't really enemies. They aren't violent. They get in our way, so we kind of have to get rid of them. Because they will pick up all of our carcasses and treasures, so we need to get them. And some of them will be carrying treasures of their own. But, yeah, this is one of the first few enemies, along with the Skitterleafs, that are actually non-violent. They're just kind of in your way. Even the Skitterleafs are not even in your way. They're just valuable for you. So, just an interesting thing to know about this planet. Not everything is out to get you here. I don't know, I think it adds more character to this world. But here we have a bit of lipstick. Lip service. I don't know why, but I am reminded of an episode... excuse me. An episode of... also, I want to point out when... Oh, it didn't happen this time. And it reminds me of an episode of... SpongeBob, that's it. Where... I don't know, some weird Kung Fu episode. It wasn't a very good episode, honestly. I like SpongeBob, but that was a pretty bad episode. But there's this weird, like, gauntlet of Kung Fu things that Sandy had to go through, and one of them was called lip service. It was, I don't know, just an odd reminder. Oh. Also, I want to point out, you do not want to fight these ones with non-red Pikmin, because these enemies are capable of fighting. Come on, get over here. Let's get him. Come on. Oh, we have Pikmin that are actually trying to carry that back now. Also, notice I'm killing it slowly this time to showcase this. Okay, it's just too distracted by trying to pick up that treasure. Oh, there it is! Yes, it will shoot fire below it. These red ones are called Fiery Dweevils. I didn't want to say the name until we showcased that. But, yeah, these guys will burn your Pikmin if you aren't careful. Also, one thing I want to point out that's kind of funny, they will disguise as dead versions of their own species. So that, yeah, they will pick up the corpses of their own species in order to disguise. Kind of funny, but also kind of grim. So let's go ahead and get all these guys carrying back. I think, yeah, we still have a couple of leaf Pikmin. I think they are just that way because they got knocked off by the Wollywogs, though. Let's go ahead and see what we got here, though. Royal Crown Cola. I haven't seen that. Creative Inspiration. Yeah, Royal Crown Cola. I've never had that. Also, yep, the treasure cage is done. Looks like we're done with this floor. Nothing new to know. We've cleared everything out. All of our Pikmin are set. I think there might be a couple of leaf Pikmin over there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go ahead and head down. Sublevel 3. I remember this one being a bit of a deeper cave than the last couple ones. You can already see the hole out of here. Also, one thing I want to point out that I don't think I've noted yet, most of these caves, like the first couple ones are not, but most of these caves are almost entirely randomly generated. Go ahead. Come on. Oh, come on. Give us our Pikmin back. Yeah, most of these caves are randomly generated, so you can't... if your caves look different if you're playing through this while I am, that's why. Now... got that guy taken care of. I want to point out, these guys are also technically harmless than they were in Pikmin 1, but they will grab your Pikmin and throw them underground. Which is an annoyance, but not deadly. Also, you may notice we have these guys who are sparking over here. And you may notice there's two of them over there that just connected. You definitely only want to fight these guys with yellow Pikmin. Also, you may notice if you hit them, they take no damage. The only way to damage them is if you hit them directly on top and flip them over. If you do that, then you can just start wailing on them, But still, you don't want to use anything but yellow Pikmin on these guys, because as you can see, they have an interesting little thing. These guys spark, and if there are two of them near each other when they're sparking, like watch. Notice how two of them are sparking? They'll kind of face towards each other, and then zoom, they'll shoot electricity between each other. So yes, these guys are deadly and dangerous, but it's a self-defense kind of dangerous. As you can tell, they're clearly not aggressively attacking us. They just kind of do that as a form of self-defense. It's pretty clear. But our yellow Pikmin are immune to electricity, and technically those electrical paths could end up slaughtering many of our Pikmin, because electricity is instant death. I should point it out. It's not like other forms of attacks in this game. Oh, I thought I had thrown something other than yellows on that, so that's why I called them back, to be safe. Because, yeah, if anything gets hit by electricity, they just instantly disintegrate. They don't, like, run around being shocked for a while, like with the fire and such. No, they just instantly die, so, yeah, definitely want to be careful of that. So we have a pretty big gate here, but it has a large-looking treasure behind it. Go ahead and get most of our Pikmin working on that. We have a purple here, may as well have him carry back one of these guys. I think that's our only treasure for this floor, and wow, that was cleared out fast. Usually with the... Oh god! Oh! Oh! It's just a snitch bug. I thought there was... I heard one of the Pikmin scream. I thought there was something deadly in there. That's another thing. Also, you may have noticed how that thing just kind of got stun locked there. That's the power of the purple Pikmin. It can be used to just about... wipe out just about anything, but it's kind of difficult to get the right angle on it, especially with the motion... or pointer controls. But, yeah, we got that cleared out. But yeah, when I heard the Pikmin screaming, I thought they were saying deadly. And something also to note is whenever there is, well, how I said things will fall from the ceiling, sometimes flying enemies will kind of just swoop down from the ceiling as well. After they swoop down, they'll stay down, though. Chestnuts. Patience tester. Huh, that's an interesting way of putting it. That's not our last treasure, though, so there's definitely more to this place. I know that the exit is this way, but I also saw more of these. I really need to memorize the names of these enemies again. I used to know the names of every enemy in this game, but I don't really know them anymore. If I really thought about it for like 5 minutes, I could probably remember. And I'm going to be looking up the names of these enemies between each episode. Like, I look at the Piclopedia between episodes to make sure I can memorize. But, yeah. Also, one thing I want to point out, the connections between these guys go really far, or super short sometimes. So, and they can go between walls with their electricity. Oh god. Don't connect. Good. Oh, he got one of our purple Pikmin. And oh, by the way, when there's only one left, they're really not a threat. They'll just kind of be there. Because without another one to connect with, they can't actually kill any Pikmin. So let's go ahead and clear our way through here, but... Aha! I think I know where the treasure is. It seems to be buried under here. Let's get our white Pikmin on that. So yeah, I like how the white Pikmin digging stuff up is actually fairly commonly used. I'm going to leave this guy to live. But yeah, it's pretty commonly used. Once this is above ground, though, we can have the rest of our Pikmin start working on it. They'll carry that back. Actually, no, I'm going to kill this guy because I just... feels bad leaving him as the only one. I don't know, let's get off of that depressing note and go ahead and get these guys taken back. Now, oh, let's go ahead and get that one too. Yeah, I think that treasure's gonna be it though. Let's see what it's called. Oh, it has a pearl inside of it. It is definitely an oyster then. Memorial shell. It's just an oyster shell because clearly the muscle has been eaten out. You know, if I remember correctly, yeah, there were oyster enemies in the first game. I don't even remember what they were called. But yeah, there were oyster enemies. And they did have pearls, which were worth a lot of Pikmin. Now it's just treasure. Now let's go ahead and delve deeper. I didn't bring back all the carcasses, but I don't really care. Because they're only worth a few Pokos anyway. What really matters are the treasures. Also, carcasses are not necessary for 100%. You can go this whole game without collecting any of them if you wanted. But we're at sub-level 4 now. Getting deeper. Ooh, slightly different music as well. Ooh, water dumples. I remember those guys. Go ahead, get these fire hazards cleared out. I'm surprised to see water dumples here. Actually, I'm not too surprised because we are technically at the perplexing pool. Also, you may notice there's white flowers or white candy pop buds beyond that. So we can definitely get some white Pikmin going up in here. When it comes to I call them the limited Pikmin, the new Pikmin of this game. Let's go ahead and use red, since reds are our most common type of Pikmin right now. Yeah, when it comes to the limited Pikmin, you should definitely take advantage and try to get as many as you can. Because there are only, well, there's not only so many of these flowers in the game, but they're not exactly, they're not common, because they're only underground, so you have to go out of your way to get them. And of course, you can't just bring Pikmin back, or bring enemies back to an onion to repopulate their species, so yeah, you definitely want to collect all these guys just in case. Come on, sweet. Let's see, there's another thing here. You may notice there's something digging over there. That is a crawmat. I remember it's called crawmat. It's a something crawmat. I don't remember exactly the beginning of its name. Also, there's an egg beyond there. I'm gonna go ahead and get on it, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna have any Pikmin drink that stuff up yet, though. Now, what we want to do for this guy... wait for him. He will grab one of your Pikmin. Crap, he's not supposed to do that. Crap, 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 crap. He's gonna get away. Oh, he got one of our Pikmin. It was a red Pikmin. Now, what you want to do is you want to guide your Pikmin around and dodge! And then when he misses, he is super vulnerable. And you can easily just destroy him. And he had treasure inside of him. That's nice. How nice of you to die for our wealth. Also, water dumples. They're basically, if I remember correctly, they are a similar species to the dwarf bulborbs, but they are capable of going in water much more easily, or rather they prefer to be in water. That's why they're here near the perplexing pool. And that appears to be some sort of chocolate, by the way. Looks nice. I can go for some chocolate. I'm not much of a chocolate eater, though. King of Sweets. It's definitely not our last treasure, though, because we have one right there. And that appears to be a box of matches with Bowser on them, which I always found kind of funny. There appears to also be a treasure over here. And this is something I actually want to point out something interesting about this particular treasure when it gets taken back. First, let's go ahead and keep exploring around. There's definitely a fire geyser. Yeah, it is definitely around here. Crap! I thought I had red Pikmin gathered. Yes, we have Bowser Breath brand matchsticks. The Flame of Tomorrow. Not worth a lot of Pokos. In fact, it's not worth much more than an enemy is. Oh, come on. Oh, shoot! Oh, now it's giving the tutorial on it. Okay. Emergency. The Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them. So yeah, okay, let's get all of our Pikmin away from that, because only red Pikmin can stand those flames. Let's go ahead and get you guys on that. There we go. Now we can clear this way to make a little bit of a shortcut for ourselves. Also, I want to point out the gates underground typically don't take as long, so that's something kind of interesting. But yes, we have another treasure here. It appears to be some sort of locket memorial. And it does have a picture of a dog inside. Time capsule. And something I want to point out that's actually interesting about this thing is this one's actually different in the Japanese version, and I believe it's also different in the European version. A lot of the treasures are. In fact, several of the treasures we have in here are completely different. Like, they would be like the tops of ramen cups or something like that in Japan. Then they'd be some other brand in Europe. This game is very different between the versions. One thing to note about this particular one, this one was changed to a dog for the American version. In the Japanese version, it was a picture of a cat. And, yep, that's our last treasure for this floor. So let's just go ahead and get out of here. You know what? I don't even feel like dealing with those enemies. So I'm going to leave Louie here to look after the Pikmin. I always try to not leave the Pikmin completely idle. Because, something to note about that is that, if they were to get attacked by something randomly, then, if you have a captain with them, they will just kind of naturally run around and defend. They'll even try to fight back a little bit. But, yeah, without the captain, though, they'll just kind of die. And they'll automatically aggro on it, of course, but, yeah, it won't be as efficient as having a captain to defend them. Alright, so it's sub-level 5, and it looks like this is the last level. I guess it's not much deeper than others, then. Yeah, I didn't even have the timer around that, but the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, I love that. Pretty deep down, we have some glow shrooms, or glow caps here. And we have what appears to be an arena over there. We could, if we really wanted to, right now, walk away from this. But where's the fun in that? Now, let's just go ahead and go over there. You may have noticed our treasure gauge was reacting over there, but it'll also start reacting if we go this way. You can see a giant spider web on the ceiling. Welcome to our next boss fight, guys. This is the, crap, what is this thing called? I usually remember this thing's name. It's best to fight this guy with yellow Pikmin. That's why I was actually pretty insistent on getting yellow Pikmin before coming here. You want to wait for it to be doing this? Crap, what is this guy's name? I believe it had a different name in Pikmin 3. That's why I'm kind of blanking on it. I know we fought one of these in Pikmin 1. It was a one-time boss, but we'll see it a few times in this game. But it's actually a lot easier to fight in this game because it's not as fast. And it does drop a treasure before disintegrating. I love that disintegration animation. Sweet victory! That giant insect's body has crumbled to dust. I am quite relieved to know I won't have to store such an enormous bug. Analyzing soil samples. Anomaly detected. What is that glittering widget? Now, I'll give you 3 guesses as to what this treasure is called. Just go ahead and think about it. Just go ahead and take some time right now. But while you're thinking about that, let's go ahead and head over here. You may notice it's freaking out that there's treasure up there. If we throw our white Pikmin, they'll begin digging. And they'll actually bring up a solid diamond from the ground. So yeah, that's pretty nice, but our last diamond we got was not worth much. So let's see what this treasure's called. Has special music. The key. Yes, it is literally just a key. This object seems familiar. I will combine it with the President's parallel dimension controller. Okay, we're getting into something creepy here. Alert! Sensors indicate a massive dimensional shift at a distant location. I am receiving a message from a far-flung dimension. Displaying the message now. Challenge mode can now be accessed from the title screen. It appears to be total gibberish. Hopefully the message has reached its intended recipient. I will name this apparently worthless device the key. So yes, this actually unlocks challenge mode, which I intend to cover at some point, but I'm not sure when I'll get the chance to do that. Maybe if I ever find a friend who actually plays Pikmin 2. But we have one more treasure to bring back, and it is a pretty large diamond. Actually, really large. Considering the Pikmin are about an inch tall, that's really huge, actually. And it's actually refined, too. Wow. It might be just glass, though, for all we know. It might be a real diamond, it might just be glass. But let's see what this one's called. That's actually worth a decent amount. Regal diamond. So yeah, it looks like it is a real diamond. Not just a real diamond, a regal diamond. It looks like we only lost one Pikmin in this entire cave. And we have completed it. So we may as well get out of here. And yeah, that's going to be it for this cave, at least. Whew. That boss fight was a lot easier than I expected. Now, it's bothering me that I can't seem to remember the name of that enemy. I pride myself on knowing all these names. I'm going to have to look them all up after a while. I love the delayed wah when some of them jump in late. Guess we got a fair number of treasures here. In fact, enough to reach the 40% mark. And the cave is complete. Huh. Also, there's something I want to point out here. I'm going to let you listen to this music for a little bit. Huh. That's odd. It didn't do it. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to showcase it some other time. Never mind that. I'll just have cut that out. There's supposed to be a little Easter egg there, but it didn't happen. Oh well. Still, we have made it back to the surface, and it's right before sunset. So yeah, it's nice that no time passes while we're underground. We have 5 seconds, but we are 40% of the debt recovered. I am still saying we are 40% of the debt, or we are X% of the debt recovered. But we got 3 seconds till the day ends. I think I got good timing on this one. Oh, I don't think I remember this being back here. No, I remember this now. This little spot here. It's kind of nice. But that's another day done. And that was our first day with Yellow Pikmin. Also, I want to note, the Yellow Pikmin's onion is in our base now because we went underground. It had time to move over. Nothing for you guys tonight. Let's see what we got. We got a lot of treasures today. And I mean a lot. But they weren't worth a lot. So it ended up getting us less than 1,000. But that's fine. We still got a lot of Pokos overall. Populations went up overall, but we lost 1 purple Pikmin. We lost it in 3 total in battle today. 16 lost so far. Oliver, terrible news! I thought I went to Happy Hokatet Savings and Loan, but it seems my loan came from the shop next door. All devouring black hole loan sharks. Oops. That's not good. Oh. Good luck, Mr. President. But that is going to be it for this episode. Hopefully all goes well for him. And as I said, that's going to be it for this episode. And next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be actually heading back to the Awakening Wood. And I think you guys know why. I've been hinting at it, but I haven't said it outright. We'll see next episode, though. Either way, this... Well, no, I'm not going to quite do my outro. I still need to say, if you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to support me, then the best way you can is by leaving a like, favorite, or especially commenting and subscribing. Those really do go a long way to help me. But, one way or the other, this has been Wentus. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time when we continue this game of Pikmin 2. See you then! Beady Longlegs, of course! I should have known that.